Amanda.
Hi, Steph. How are you?
I'm good. You know what time it is?
It's Mandy and J Steph.
Yeah. Yes. So we're here with the Jerry and J Rob Cover It All show, but as you've noticed, we're not Jerry and J Rob. This is Amanda, Jerry's beautiful wife, and I'm Stephanie, Justin or J Rob's better half. He might argue with that, but that's okay. We're running the show today.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm excited to talk to you today, Amanda. We're going to be covering mostly health today because you have an incredibly inspiring story, and I think everybody needs to hear it. So let's start with, let's see, how long have we known each other? When did we first meet? How many years has that been?
I think almost 4.
4 years?
I think it's been almost 4.
Yeah. So take me back to where you were physically, emotionally, all of those things whenever we first met.
Okay, when we first met, you came to church to visit us, and I was in a wheelchair, and I couldn't roll back to where y'all was to say hi, so I didn't feel like I could be the pastor's wife I was supposed to be, or the person I wanted to be, because I'm super friendly and love to talk to everybody. But you come up to me and we just met, and we've just been friends since that day.
Yeah, I remember seeing you sitting in the back of the church. I think you were already sat down, so I didn't know at the time you were in a wheelchair, but I did see you had a cane. And it was obvious looking at you that you had some physical ailments. So tell me about your condition at that point.
At that point, I think I was halfway to where I am now. So I probably was 7 surgeries in. I've had 14 reconstructive surgeries. Do you want me to tell you what happened?
Yes, tell us.
Well, it's not some fancy story. A lot of people think I was skydiving or jumping or boating or skiing. I was getting out of the car. One of our daughters had got sick, so I was concerned and trying to get out to go check on her and clean up her car sick stuff. And I did not realize we had parked right over a storm drain. So when I went to get back into the car, I stepped down, and one leg went one way, one leg went the other way, and I knew immediately my left leg was broke. It was going the wrong way.
Gosh.
But my right leg was hurting more. And so I was trying to get the lady's attention I was with not to scare the kids, and ended up going. I had both bones broke, both ankles shattered, and ended up having one leg with a tendon problem, but they was more concerned with the broken bones, having surgery.
Right.
So started the surgery the next day, and then this long journey was ahead of me that we knew we would have. It totally shook my family upside down.
Yeah, so go into that a little bit for me, because having both legs broken, being in a wheelchair, and you also have lupus, and Sjogren's, and what's the other?
APS. It's a blood clotting disorder.
Okay. So you've already got some ailments going on, and then this happens. So tell me about the spiral that happened.
So we kind of was thinking, okay, it's 6 weeks in the cast, and then we're going to start the process of learning to walk, get everything going. We knew there might be more surgeries. We made it 5 weeks into it, getting this little, okay, we can do this, trying to do it on our own, not asking for help. The kids at that time, none of them had their license yet, so we was just kind of shuffling around. And 5 weeks into it, I started having some leg pain. And I was like, Jerry, I think I need to go to the doctor. Went and had my cast cut off on the left leg, and ended up having a DVT.
Oh, wow. Started
me on blood thinner. A few days later, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Couldn't breathe, all that stuff. Found out I did have a blood clot, which caused a heart attack, and it was a PE. Wow. And then later on, they did the testing, and that's when they found out I had the APS. Okay. So I'm on blood thinners for life. I've had 7 clots now in between the mix of all this.
So you're pretty lucky to be alive.
Yes, absolutely. God is good.
That condition could have really, that could have gone a whole different way.
Yeah.
But okay, so fast forward to we meet, and I think pretty early on we became Facebook friends.
Yes.
And Justin and I didn't really say anything because that's not the kind of health coaches that we are. But you guys found out that we were health coaches.
I did. I was looking, and I was already, not comfortable where I was at. When I broke my legs, I was probably around 260, 270. I had tried everything. Nothing worked. But in the process of all the surgeries and everything, and by then my highest was 328 pounds. So I had gained a lot of weight. I could only put my foot down for an hour, off and on for each surgery.
Yeah, can't walk, no exercise, and probably all the friends
I was
and family
miserable.
are bringing you all of the junk food. Because what do you do when somebody is down or gets hurt or sick?
Because I couldn't make it to the kitchen. The kids was at school. Jerry was at work. So it was just whatever they brought, I ate. And I ate it all.
Yeah, I mean, and you probably suffered, I would have personally suffered some anxiety and depression being down like that. So that just kind of spirals
And then, I couldn't do things with my kids that I wanted to do, or just, be the wife I wanted to be. So it was a lot mentally that I wasn't prepared for. Yeah.
No, I remember you guys finally asking us about it. And we were like, well, let's go to dinner and chat.
Yes, because I was like, what's wrong with us? We fit what they do. And because I was stalking your Facebook page, okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, who do you know that is a health coach or health professional that walks around saying, you really look like you need my help? I mean, that's just not the appropriate thing to do. And, also experience as a health coach has taught me that people are not going to make a true change until they're ready. So you're not going to make anybody be ready. So making myself available, but not, forcing myself or my services on somebody is really something that's important to me. So we went and had dinner together. You guys started asking some questions.
Yes.
One of them being, why didn't you say anything?
I was like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
But
so
it wasn't
what were your thoughts at dinner that night?
I was blown away by everything that you shared with us. I really was. And you were the first person, you and your husband, to tell me that I could lose over 100 pounds without having surgery. And that was big because my doctor wanted me to go have surgery. I went through the whole referral process. My insurance wouldn't pay for it. So I actually had hope for the first time in a long time.
That's amazing.
That I could do it.
Yeah. So your doctor said probably not possible without surgery.
Oh, he said no way.
Wow.
Because he said I probably had close to 200 pounds to lose. That there would be no way unless I had surgery.
I mean, that really blows my mind. They're the medical professional. They're the ones supposed to be there to help you, and yet here they are telling you it's not going to happen. You can't get healthy. I mean, how discouraging is that?
It was. I cried a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited that you guys decided to jump on with us.
Me too.
And so tell me, first let's talk about what did you lose physically being on the plan so far?
So far I've lost 105 pounds.
Yay, congrats.
Thank you. I still have a lot to go, but I know I'll get to my goal weight, and I know I'll get there. And it's just amazing to know that and to have that and to be able to share that with others.
Yeah. So the bigger part of the story is everything that you've gained from being on the program. So, all we think about is the weight loss, but there's so much more than that. So kind of take me through that journey of you being on program and all of the little things and the big things that you celebrated along the way.
So when I started, it really was all about the weight loss because that's all I had on my mind. But what I didn't realize is there was so much more, like y'all had discussed with us. And mindset, I was in a really bad mindset, and mindset has helped me now where I have, even though I'm not the perfect where I want to be yet, I have so much more confidence now. I love myself again when I felt so unloved myself at 328 pounds. So, and when you have struggle with that with yourself, it's hard to pour out so much love.
Right.
And I feel like I can help others now as now I'm a grandma. I love, and I don't want her to grow up hating herself like I was hating myself.
Right.
I have 3 grown girls. I don't want them to hate themselves like I was hating myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you gained confidence.
Yes.
What else do you feel like you gained along the way? You talked about the mindset.
Yes.
So not only
mindset.
The confidence, but
the healthy habits. At first, I was a Dr. Pepper addict. That's all I drank. And you were like, you don't have to stop all at once. Let's just try to do 1 bottle of water today. And I was like, oh, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
And so I was able to do that and then kick the Dr. Pepper habit. It took me probably 6 good months.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and that's what I told you, which I had experience with that because me personally, whenever, before I got healthy, I was a Diet Coke addict. It was Diet Coke and coffee. I was like, water? Ew, no, thank you. But really, those baby steps are huge. And if you just take one baby step at a time, they all add up. And here you are, 105 pounds later, feeling confident, feeling amazing, being able to do things with your granddaughter, who you're raising now, which is awesome. She's so cute.
She's an angel. The next biggest thing, I think, would be learning about myself, going through the books and stuff, learning I am an emotional eater, learning I am addicted to food and that I had to work on that and want to.
Right. I mean, and I think that's all of us. If we're honest with ourselves, society as a whole trains us to be food addicted, all the things that they put in the food. So really it makes it very difficult to be a healthy person. Well, I hear her now. She wants to make her debut. Emmy there in the background. But so what made you say yes to the program after we discussed everything?
It was a lot of things that kind of went together, like y'all not being pushy, giving me the strength and the hope that I would be able to do it without surgery, without pills, without magic wraps, without magic coffee, which I love coffee, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Because I had tried so many things and I had failed in so many things. And then with all my medical problems, I knew I wouldn't be able to do a lot of like supplements or being on blood thinner. I can't do green tea. I mean, so
and we're a supplement rich society, so everybody has some kind of magic pill wrap, like you said, things like that. And some supplements are important because our bodies are lacking. We don't get enough of the nutrients in our foods to compensate for that, but there's no magic in a supplement that's going to just make you suddenly a healthy person. So they're more to be added to a healthy lifestyle, which is hard for people to wrap their mind around. Because me personally, I wanted to still eat all the junk food, do all the things, but look and feel a certain way. Well, you can't have it both ways. You have to do some of the hard work. And talking about mindset, I think people, and it sounds like what you truly realized is changing what's up here is more important than anything. So I love that. I love that. Well, and then the next step was you decided to become a coach yourself.
I did. And the reason I wanted to do that was for the accountability.
Yes.
And I love that part because I didn't fall in the crack. I couldn't hide, which y'all would give me my own space, like if I went off the radar or ghosted you. But I would always come back around because you just loved me no matter what. And I appreciate that.
Aww. I love that too. Now you're helping others do the same. So you've built a community around yourself of others on the journey with you, which is really incredible. And statistically, that actually makes you 5 times more likely to be successful in your health journey. So I think that's what a lot of people don't realize is that's a really important piece of everything, is to pay it forward in some way and help others. So really and truly love that. Well, what else do you have that you want to share about you and your health journey? And I think you've kind of brought some of your family along with you.
I have, and it's hard doing it by yourself. It really, really is. At first, I was kind of doing it by myself, and then Jerry got involved, and then the kids. So it's definitely a lot more fun as a family. So I really like that.
Yes, me too. So I had that experience, which was amazing because then I got to help you when you were going through the same things. Because when I started this, the husband didn't want to be on board, and the family really didn't want to be on board. The kids were like, eat healthy, no thank you. So that's the cool part about coaching others too. You get to share your experiences with them. Well, I really appreciate you being willing to share with us today.
Absolutely.
And standing in for your husband, Jerry, for
fun.
the Jerry and J-Rob Cover It All show. And those of you watching, if you are interested in making a change in your health, I think that there's links attached to this that you can go to a website, fill out your own health assessment, reach out to Miss Amanda. She's an amazing coach. She would love to help you on your journey. And that's it for now. Hopefully you guys will get to see Jerry and J-Rob again very soon.